Got to make sure everything works. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Gotta let it load. There it goes. Okay, it works. That's all that matters. Into Arceus we go. What's my drink? Should probably make sure my drink. Oh god. Is close by. Oh. I probably should sleep. I should probably also clean up my inventory. Yeah. I really need to do some more micromanaging between streams. But let's sleep real quick. Then boom, rest. And not to midday. I don't. Why would I want midday? Midday's terrible. Why does Discord say have notifications? You lie. You lie to me. Why must it lie? Till morning so I can maximize my day. Gotta do those day maxing exercises. Maximize your day. Alright. So, in between, did some research. Because this game needs like way more research than it really should need. Which is just ridiculous. Silcoon, and by extension Cascoon, have like 3 or 4 spawns, like total, from what I've been able to find. And upon those very small amount of spawns, which was I need to catch more. Those dumb beauty fly. Ugh. But they spawn in like 3 spots total, and from where you can find them, can also be replaced with Rumples. So, like one spot here in the gardens, and then there's like 2 down in Heartwood. And if a Wurmple is in its spawn spot, then I just got to just knock it out and try again. Oh, I fell. Okay. Which I don't remember the one that the video showed me, but I do know where the other is. And I kind of don't like that I have to look up a couple of things just to make stuff easier. But like with this, it feels so necessary. Which makes me just in case, battle the Wurmple. Just battle the Wurmple. Get out of here. I think there's another spot around here where Silcoon spawns, so I'm gonna have to see if I can find that spot. But this should have Combi? Combi. Combi. I guess I'll just catch this Combi real quick, I guess, while I'm here. Might as well. Just catch that Combi. There we go. Pretty simple. Pretty good. I guess there should be another, like, Cascoon spawn around here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's one, like, right here. There we go. So, if I check that spot, and there's like another spot around down there, then that's effectively all the spawns. So for Cascoon and Silcoon, I'm just gonna have to go back and forth between them, because the only other way to count as a catch is to evolve just an ungodly amount of Wurmple. Like, in theory, it should only take 40, because you get 20 in the day and then 20 in the afternoon. But because Wurmple's evolution is just a hard 50-50, you're gonna need, like, a lot more. And, yeah, they didn't even respawn. Which means I'm probably gonna have to do the evolution trick. And it... That's an alpha Wurmple! Oh, I can't. Oh, it's an alpha. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be alpha Wurmple. It's level 21. I must. I will never evolve it either. It shall always be a Wurmple. Wurmple forever. But since I need those to respawn, I guess I should do Beautyfly stuff then, which is basically defeat 3 more and then use it and watch it do Stun Spore and Agile. Agile and Stun Spore. That's all that matters. Is Agile and Stun Spore. Why does it have Iron Defense? Like... The gameplay loop is fun and all, as long as the Pokemon isn't a stupid rare spawn. And I just gotta defeat one more. There we go. That's all of those defeated. Oh, another Silcoon. Okay, so now I just gotta do 5 more during the day. And then I gotta defeat 20 more and make sure 10 of those is with a flying move. But if that one respawned, then the ones down here should respawn. God, I hate the way that it has to turn you around like that. Ah! Yeah. And that's where it becomes really double-edged, because here's a Wurmple that is absolutely adorable and not, like, caring at all. I love this little guy. He's just little. He's a little Wurmple. But I also need to see Poison Sting, so... Cool. Get Poison Sting again. Get poisoned, idiot. That is the ultimate curse of this, is that Veneer sees me. I'm not even gonna bother. Ooh. Boy. That I can know the spawns and know where to search, but then always run into the problem of just, it's a Wurmple. Like, yeah, right around here is where a Silcoon can spawn. But instead I get 2 Wurmples. 2 very uncaring Wurmples. Which just means I get to farm Poison Sting. Hello, Kit. Hello, Kit. Just, gotta clear up the spawns for Silcoon. Because both Silcoon and Cascoon have the exact same spawn locations. But it's like a 50-50 on whether or not if they will actually spawn or if it'll spawn a Wurmple. So, just gotta go through the motion of it all. But might as well take the Wurmples out with Silcoon and start getting those Poison Stings. But the ones I have did not spawn. So now we gotta go back and forth between the 2 spots. Yep. You know what? I find this game relaxing. I really do. And there's nothing. Okay, well in that case, I still gotta use, Cascoon needs to use Poison Sting, and then Silcoon still needs to use Poison Sting. So I'm just gonna Poison Sting a bunch of the locals. Terrorize locals. Just terrorize the locals. Always. As a sovereign citizen, terrorize your locals. How does a level 33 Silcoon not one-shot? Drugging the locals. I caught its unawares. Now I'm unawares. It's too stunned to move. It just spawned right next to me. The chosen one. Hit that butt. Hit that all over the floor. Hit that some more. Hit that. Yeah, so I just basically just gotta, if there's a Wurmple in a spot that I know spawns one, just beat up the Wurmple. I know you. I get to farm Poison Stings. Can't be mad. But since it did a respawn, that means the ones down here did a respawn. Which is a good little cycle I can keep going. Don't gotta go that far, it's like right here. Yes! Catch it. Catch it. I might have to get more Pokeballs. Yeah, let's fly high. Oh, that was not good. But it's also almost about to become night. Wait. How many more do I have to catch during the day? Okay. But farming Ultra Balls is easy. I know where to get most of the I know where to get most of the stones. I know where to get the iron, quick and easy. I might still just like buy some of the stuff and craft it, because buying the materials and then crafting it yourself in this game is actually cheaper. Not by much, but it is still cheaper. And it is also slowly becoming nighttime. Do I watch Demon Slayer? No, I do not. And that's not because I don't like Demon Slayer, it's because I'm weird on how I like watch shows. Where I'll start watching a show and I'll really like it, and then like I get overstimulated and like stim with my hands too much, and it hurts my hands, and so I stop. So I stop watching, so I stop stimming, and then like I kind of don't go back to it, and that's kind of the problem, because I've started like 4 shows like that and I need to get back to them. So yeah, and so I need to get back to watching stuff, and so it is a horrendous cycle I can never keep myself going with. But if I did have a proper cycle on how I would prefer to watch my shows and stuff, I probably would have already watched Demon Slayer, because I've already heard good things of Demon Slayer. When I used to live with my dad, my little brothers would also watch Demon Slayer, and I definitely would, 100% would. So, yeah, it's just I'm very bad at watching shows that like I can actually enjoy, because then it overstimulates me, and then I start stimming, and then when I start stimming, I hurt my hands, and when I hurt my hands, everything falls apart. Get down! Wee. So what? Two more silicons. And there's one right here. Yeet. Run! Yoink. Okay, so now I need to catch one more. And then afterwards, I won't need to catch anymore. Which will be very, very good. So one silicon there, and I need to catch one more silicon. That's the thing. One more to catch, and then I gotta beat up a whole bunch. What the the name that I use for just about everything. Lord have furry. That Wurmple. Wurmple's in my house? More likely than you think. I love that they don't take status damage unless it's their turn, so I could poison them and it takes no damage if it's looking around. Like, I don't think that's how poison works. Yeah. The only time I don't go with Lord Hepfurry is if I can't pull out the entire thing, which then I just usually abbreviate. Two Silcoons. Two Coons. Bonk. I don't have my... Oh, wait. No. I don't have my, wait, can I teach you change moves? Yes, I can teach you aerial ace real quick. Confirm. Perfect. I didn't bring my one Pokemon, so no, I gotta... Yeah. Now, aerial ace, so then I can get that flying move in. Perfect. Just perfect. So now I just gotta defeat 19 more. I gotta defeat 19 more of these, and 6 more with at least a flying move. So I'm going to quickly check over here, see if a Silcoon spawned on this side. No. Now, boom, poison sting. Okay, gonna give Samurai back false swipe, and then I'm gonna swap out Steelix for my Staraptor. I'm gonna do that real quick. Back to the camp. Okay. Boom, boom. Change moves. False swipe. Aerial ace. Confirm. Yes. I'm gonna see my Pokemon, and then we're gonna change out Steelix for Staraptors. Then I have my flying Pokemon. Yeah, because Silcoon got to do with flying. Already did all the rock for Beautifly. And then Cascoon needs fire. Dustox needs psychic, which I've been wanting to teach my Drifblim psychic anyway, so I can do that. And I have Fire Fang on my Luxray, so I can do those. More focused on doing all these Silcoon shenanigans. So let's nap. Let's nap it up. Gotta have all those naps. Gotta be nice and sleepy. I'm walking into Professor because I am not paying attention. Ooh. One did not spawn here. Nor did it spawn over here. Actually, nothing was respawned. Okay, so nothing is respawned, so that means I just gotta go use more Silcoon. Silcoon with a Poison Sting. Poison Sting for the win, and it ran away. What a coward. Well, if they haven't respawned up here, then they most likely haven't respawned down there yet. Which does get annoying. So many beauty flies, and yet, like... and yet 0 Silcoons. Well, that's just the nature of these Pokemon games. Find 1,000,001 of a species you don't need, and the one time you want to find a species... the one time you want to find a Pokemon you actually need, it's never around. Unless you're playing, Scarlet and Violet, which just make a sandwich. And that brings... that brings all the Pokemon to the yard. Milkshakes bring the boys to the yard. Sandwiches bring Pokemon to the yard. It's the one thing in life to remember. There's like absolutely nothing here. Just annoying. No, that's not. And there's nothing over here except that's a Baniri. And I want a Baniri. And that's a Psyduck. I'll catch a Psyduck. I need to catch both anyway. So. A little bit of multitasking. I need to catch Baniris without being spotted. Ooh. Might be a bit difficult. And yeah, Wumples are not respawning whatsoever. That's a bit annoying. Something to kill the time with. Something to kill the... yeah, I guess a little bit of mass chaos with Silcoon is needed. Just a little bit. Not too much. Not too much. Just enough. If the Shinx population ever gets reduced to 0, I am 100% the reason. There is no reason. I am 100% the reason. Gotta get those Poison Sting uses way up. Get poisoned, idiot. Finish it off with a strong style. Cocoon being strong is just funny. And that's all the poison stings I need from it. So now I just got to make it evolve and beat stuff up. But since evolution is a required part of it, this part is required. And plus I'm a bit lazy and I don't feel like getting Beautifly out of my boxes. Doing an illegal... This is before laws existed. Don't you know? Don't you know this is before laws were a thing in the Pokemon world. I think what's gonna be annoying is I gotta use Stun Spore. It doesn't even do damage, I just gotta use it. Air Slash. But like, Air Slash is just better. And then do that, and then do that, and then confirm. So why don't you marry a Pokemon? Check me. They're not real. Pokemon are not real. Yeah, oh wow. How many times do I have to use Beautifly, Stun Spore? Stun Spore and Agile. So I think I'll just Agile into Stun Spore and then Agile into an attack. And I think that's just what I would do. And that's how I'll get all that up. Then we're going to take a quick nap. The nap that never stops. I realize I never lit my candle that sits on my desk. I didn't light it tonight. Which I should have. And wow. Really haven't respawned yet. Weird. Okay. I'm just gonna go beat some stuff up. I think if I still can't get, like, Silcoon or Cascoon done by the end of this, I think I might just have to spend a bit more time on my own. Because I kind of hate being stuck on one Pokemon for, like, a while. And Cascoon is going to be the exact same way. And so I might just catch a bunch of Wurmple. And, oh, that's right. Oh, they can't be paralyzed. Oh, that's right. Shinx are a bad target. I gotta pick up the Pokemon because they can't be paralyzed, so I don't think it'll even go through properly. And so if the moves don't even go through properly, then I don't think they count. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I gotta make sure I farm for Pokeballs as well. But farming for Pokeballs, that's stuff that's like always gonna have to be an off-camera thing, because it's not a fun process. Well, okay, not saying that it's not a fun process, it's just like, it is super tedious with the idea that I need to do this to go back to playing the game. Because, to me at least, playing the game would be going around and completing the Pokedex and everything. Where, when I'm trying to, like, farm for Pokeballs and stuff, I'm basically just, alright, cool, go to this one area, hit this specific section of things, head back to town, come back to the area, rinse and repeat, and it's just like, that kind of grind. But like, what's a game that like doesn't have that? A game where you can farm resources that doesn't end up having you just go, like, farm this one set of resources for like an hour, and then you might have enough to continue playing the game, or struggle like how they intended you to play. I mean, that's kind of how Pokemon has always been. It's either you struggle like how it's been intended, or you grind like unnecessarily. What? Oh, there's Starlight. I want to battle the Starly. Do not run away from me, for I need to agile a stun spore, and it missed. I've played Pokemon just enough to be able to tell when a move misses before it even says anything. Ran away. Well, I got my Agile, I got my Stun Spore, that's all that really matters in the end. I caught its unawares! Oh noes. Oh noes, the unawares. They're everywheres. I'm going to punch. Trying to think, what's that another Pokemon that won't back off from fire? Oh, Floatzel. I should be battling Floatzel because they are another Pokemon that won't back down from a fight, and so will actually like fight back and not run away. And I need to check when Beautifly masters its other moves. Legends, Arceus, when do you master your moves? Venoshock at 35 and Air Slash at 45. Okay, so I'm just gonna okay. So we're just going to... This might seem a bit random, but it will make sense in a second. Because I need my Beautifly to have more moves that are mastered, so then I have more things to hit with Agile style. So then I'm going to quickly run over to Blissey. Beat up Blissey like once. And then... should be able to whoa. There we go. And then I should be able to master my one move. I word very good, don't I? I word terrible. My words are terrible. I cannot word good. One of these days I'm gonna like go like XP farming this Blissey and it's gonna be shiny, and then I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm gonna catch it, and then I don't, and then Staraptor hits that strong close combat and then doesn't get the one shot and then dies because Staraptor sucks. Not like in general, Staraptor, like for the most part, like normally is a pretty decent Pokemon. It's just compared to the rest of my party, Staraptor is kind of like one of the weaker members. But now with that, yeah, and Venoshock is now mastered, which is good, because that's what I was going for. So now I have more things to be able to hit Pokemon with. They've had to respawn now, surely, yes. And it's a useless Wurmple. A useless Wurmple. I don't want a Wurmple. I have so many. I have too many Wurmples. I need to remove Wurmples from this world. And it hits me with that poison sting. And that, it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Should be enough to kill. Perfect. And there's a Beanery in the distance. Wait, they're gonna draw forward. Very most distracted with food. I caught the Venery, but I was spotted. Yee. Run away! Ooh, Silcoon! Silcoon! Must battle. Must battle you. No, I do not need more Wurmples. I have so many. I have like almost 2 boxes worth of Wurmples. I don't need more. Where'd that Wurmple go? Where'd that child go? There he is. There she is. I need you to explode. Because you have a chance of becoming your evolution. And I need your evolution. I'm done with Wurmple. I need those Silcoons. Nothing else matters. I need all those Silcoons. How's my Beautify looking? Different forms obtained. I need to use Agile 13 more times, and then I need to use Stun Spore. What was that? 14 more times? Okay. Okay, Silcoons. Silcoons. See a Wurmple. Nope, just this one Wurmple. Just this one Wurmple that this world does not need. This world does not need these Wurmples. They are an invasive species. I don't care that Arceus himself put them here. They are and it ran away. And it ran away. And it's gone. Trains outside my house. They're tooting their horns. Oh. Silcoon! Meet your demise. I heard you talking smack. Flies. There are so many flies in my room. Oh, the Wurmple must be eliminated. Wurmple do not belong in this world. It's paralyzed, it can't move. Can you imagine not moving? I don't even have to agile style the other moves, I can just hit them normally. Silcoon! Nice, Silcoon. Your demise will be quick and short. Like this. Perfect. And that's about all the Silcoon that can spawn here, but hey, Wurmples to beat up on, might as well. Maybe they are invasive. Exactly. They're all invasive. I take crush the bug. Yes. Crush these bugs. Because what Wurmple was what introduced in what Gen 3? Ruby and Sapphire? Gonna look this up now. Oh yeah, it's Ruby and Sapphire. Yep. Okay. That's all I needed to see. Should probably agile because things for it. Yeah, so these Pokemon are Poen Pokemon. Which, actually, this brings up a really weird lore thing. So, in the Generation 8 games of Sword and Shield, it's revealed that the Zigzagoon evolution line are actually native to Galar, and that they became an invasive species to Hoenn. But in Hoenn, they actually calmed down a lot, losing their dark typing, but also more importantly, losing their evolution. And so that's why in Galar, they can become Obstagoon, because they didn't lose that evolution. Which I think is just a neat little lore thing to think about. That the games that we associate these Pokemon with aren't even the regions that Pokemon could be from. Another one is from Sun and Moon, the Yangoose and Gumshoes evolution line. Those ones are specifically invasive species to try to deal with the Rattata problem, but instead just made Rattata's dark type. So, yeah. Pokemon's interesting. They already, like, have the idea of, like, yeah, invasive species exist for, like, just reasons. Sometimes it's, like, human reasons as well. Worm pill. Gotta take the worm pill. I gotta start worm pilling. Caught in its unawares. Caught in its unawares. Maybe if it wasn't so caught in its unawares, it'd still be awares. Ooh, iron. I need iron. Back to the camp and take a nap. Back to the camp and take a nap. Back to the camp and take a nap. You like to rest? We're gonna rest till morning. Been nappy. So you gotta have those naps. How's it running away if it's paralyzed? I don't know. Pokemon's always been weird about that. Like, what was it with roaming legendaries? Like, if the Pokemon's asleep, it can still run away. How can a Pokemon break out of a Pokeball if it's asleep and can't really fight back? Like, that ever made sense to me. I feel like if I put the Pokemon to sleep, I should just be able to catch it instantaneously. But, no, that's not how that works. So, I don't know. Pokemon can do things while they should not have the capability of doing things, and it's weird. Wait, is that a Pichu? Hold on, okay. I think I just saw a motherfucking Pichu. And if there is, I gotta catch it, because I don't know how rare those are gonna be. Silver Wind with stab. That is a Pichu. Okay. We're going to give it a berry. lock onto it, and Pokeball. Oh, I have to give Pichu food? Oh no. And that's apparently my second Pichu. Well, that's cool. Okay. Stun Spore 5 more times. Agile 4 more times. Run away. No. No. Why would you run away? Why do they run from me? I'm just trying to exterminate them. Hypothetically, this game could just be something like this entire region and all the lore and everything could just be something that Arceus just whips up. Like, when you get into, like, the weird, like, thought process of it, like, this entire region, yes, it should, in theory, be an older version of Sinnoh, but hypothetically, it could also just be, like, completely made up as well. Like, Arceus could have just, like, whipped this up on a whim. Why did my Pokemon go behind the what? Why are you over there? What? What? Why? Why are you over there? It's not needed of you. What's version 1? God, hit the Stun Spore. There we go. Yeah. The gall to hit Poison Sting. Or it's just version 0.1. Maybe. Maybe. I see no cocoons. You better start spinning those cocoons of yours if you know what's good for you. Yeah, but that's level land. Hit one more time. Gotta hit them one more time. Agile Stun Spore. I'll be done with Beautyfly before I'm done with Silcoon, and I don't know how I feel about that. There's Silcoon. That's all that matters. So I get my Silky-coon. With that Agile Stun Spore. Those Agile Spores. Spores that are agile. That make you no longer agile. Sometimes I just realize that I just kind of just say things. I don't really put much thought into what I say, I just kind of say things. And that is... Beautify is complete, and I still got more Silcoon to beat up. I need to find 13 more Silcoon. But because I'm completely done with Beautyfly, I gotta start working on Cascoonas now. Man. Well, time to start using Poison Sting. Where's that Wurmple? It's unawares. Oh, but it has so many. It has so many unawares. Oof. Fieldland camps, fieldland camps, fieldland camps, they're everywhere. Flying around at the speed of sound, got nowhere to go, gotta follow your rainbow. You fool. It was me, Dio. Cool, I'm done having to beat it up with flying moves. Perfect punting size and shape. Oh no, the perfect size to just punt across the room. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. How did I catch its unawares? I got vaccinated for that stuff. I shouldn't be catching unawares anymore. I was catching my poison sting, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters in the end. Zip. Oh. Guard up. Yep. Ran away. Coward. Maybe if I cut its unawares. I think I'm gonna start quoting that to my friends. Is just like, oh no, you caught my unawares, and just let them be so confused by it, and then just tell them that like they should have just joined the stream. If they ever join my streams, and there would be context, and then just refuse to answer them on literally anything. Listen to this stupid furry on how to ruin your relationship with your friends. Oh, one of these is gonna be a damn shiny at some point. So far, the only shiny Pokemon I have encountered are the ones I'm not even like even remotely looking for. There's just another Baneri. Times I've given it food. Well, guess what? I'm okay. I gotta go in with proper stealth gear before I try and do Baneri. Doesn't look like they are respawning on the side. Bonk. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have respawned. Sad. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm completely unawares. Could you repeat that? It sounds just enough like English, but just dumb enough, and that's the best part. Yeah, I'm gonna start quoting that to friends and coworkers now. Be like, you caught my unawares. Be like, oh no, my unawares. And then they would just be so confused. It's even funnier because most of the time I sit in a Discord, like me and my friends, we have a Discord and we have one voice chat that is specifically like for streaming. And it'd be like, hey, if anyone's like streaming or recording, you go and sit there. And it's just like, no one ever joins me. I sit in it almost every single time I go live. No one ever joins me, so I'm gonna be like, if you want to know the context for the unawares, then like, join me there. Nothing wants to respawn. It's the only downside to this game. Luckily, not too far away is a horde of Pokemon that can be battled 24/7. But more importantly, this tree is shaking and I want to know why. What compels you to shake? Oh, it's a Wormadam. And it nearly took out my Cascoon. It has chose Violence. And I chose Poison Sting. You see, it caught my unawares. That's the issue. And so it will pay for catching my unawares. Ball. I do be balling. What? Silverwind. Catching this Wormadam because I know Wormadams are going to be annoying. I do have the previous all three forms of its previous evolution, so curious actually. Where is? Yeah, Burmy. Yeah, yeah, I have all three forms, and so I need to evolve each form once, and then that should, yeah, then that'll count for all forms of Wormadam. So, yeah. Back to Silcoon. It is actually almost nighttime, so I should probably take a nap. Probably take a nap is what I should do, because it's napping time. Let's go back and check. Wurmple! Wurmple! Wurmp. Get your Wurmp on. And it ran away. I'll throw it ahead of it, so then I can get behind and do this. Number caught and number caught without being seen. I just know Beanery are gonna be very annoying to catch without being seen because they run away so much. So if I can just like, if I can do a drive-by, I'm gonna do a drive-by. Don't hit my Cascoon. My Cascoon do no evil to you. Oh, go boys. I know one thing that the Legends game, Legends Arceus, and that the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl did, was that if you have one game in, or if you have a save file of one game, then it would get you like cool special things. in another game. Like, the mask that I have on my face, my Eevee mask, if I remember correctly, that's from having a save file of Let's Go Eevee on my Switch. Which, I'm gonna say this, Let's Go Eevee was a weird game to play. Like, it was effectively just Generation 1, and it was my first way of experiencing the Kanto region for the first time. But at the same time, it's just like, what? I did not like the Pokemon Go style mechanics. Yeah. Like, God, Pokemon Go catching mechanics for that game were so weird, and I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all. It didn't matter. Like, I remember playing the game in handheld mode more than playing docked, because in handheld mode I can aim better by just picking up the entire console and aiming that way, and then pressing one button to throw the Pokeballs. And I prefer to do it that way than, you know, having the game docked and then swing the Pokeball and then hope you did it right to catch the Pokemon and everything. But what made that game even weirder is that if you actually played the game while it was docked, you got access to two things. Or, no. Was it two things? No. No, the two-player, I think, was accessible even while handheld mode. It was just weird in how you do it. But if you dock the Switch, you got access to a special move for your Eevee or Pikachu that never missed and had, like, a bullshit high base power. And all they required was a high enough friendship. But, like, it's a very powerful Pokemon, the starting Eevee and Pikachu, so you, of course, will have it. So, of course, it's gonna get that friendship to do that. But also, that game was, was stupid easy, because you could, unironically, throw it better to you, where you could, unironically in that game, use two controllers, play as two different characters at the same time, making not only catching and battling Pokemon easier, but, battling trainers became straight up unfair, because you turn what are meant to be 1v1s into 2v1s, and then the entire game's balance just falls apart. Like, once I realized I could do that, like, I started doing all the battles as 2v1s, and then the game became super trivial. Like, people can complain about how Pokemon games are, like, easy and whatnot. Legends, or not Legends, like, the Let's Go games, which, they're meant to be played with one hand. So if you just play with both hands, like, you 2v1 every fight in the game, and it becomes ungodly trivial. And I think the only cool thing that it kind of did was make a bunch of Mega Evolutions more useful, because it got rid of items altogether and abilities. So, some Mega Evolutions that relied on their abilities did technically get nerfed, but Mega Evolutions, like Mega Aerodactyl, were a worse option than Aerodactyl with Life Orb, because Mega Aerodactyl had, like, almost no moves to work with, the ability Tough Claws, which is funny. And, what was it? Another thing was that, Aerodactyl, normally, with, like, a Life Orb, did just as much damage, if not more, than what Mega Aerodactyl could do. But then obviously with something like in the Let's Go games, where items don't exist and abilities don't exist, Mega Aerodactyl is just a straight upgrade. It's just like, are you willing to sack it over, I don't know, maybe a different Mega? So, Let's Go did, like, on paper, something really cool and decently balanced. It's just, I don't like its catching mechanics. Its catching mechanics are weird, and if you play the game with 2 controllers, which is completely optional, it trivializes the entire game. Which, how many more Silcoon do I have to beat? I have to beat 9 more. 9 more Silcoon. Tackle? Tackle? You're not allowed to use tackle. Trailers for, or at least like video leaks for a demo for the new Legends game have been circulating. Because at, what was it, Pokemon Worlds for the championship, they had a demo for the game. And I think I'm gonna like the combat in that game. Because something I don't think a lot of people realize is that Legends Arceus and Legends ZA are directly made by Game Freak. These are not made by a third-party company. So, Game Freak at the end has 100% creative control. And in doing so, on having all this creative control, everything that happens is on them. Both of these games, or, well, have you any played Darksider games? No, I never even heard of Darksider. Willing to look it up, though, once I check these spawns real quick. Because I'm about to just ramble about what little has been shown. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse and Zelda. That sounds interesting. That sounds really interesting. Get the 4 Horsemen. Fool, more poison sings. The 4 Horsemen and Zelda. That's on paper. That sounds funny. Any more? Oh, there's one. There you are. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Darksiders. Is a hack and slash action video game franchise. The game is not developed by Gunfire. See what the wiki has to say. Oh god. PS3, Xbox Windows, second one. PD has a dark mode. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that more of a look when I get the chance. When I'm open. 5th game's coming out, but no date. But still no date. Damn. But you just gotta love the idea that you know a new game's coming out. You just don't know when. It's like that, just background anticipation. Like with GTA 6. GTA 6, we know it's coming out. We've been given a trailer for it, and they keep pushing it back. So many things have happened before GTA 6. And so many more things will happen before GTA 6. Alright. Wurmple! The bane of my existence. Postal VR? Do you mean Portal 2 VR? And not Postal? Or is Postal 2 something I've never heard about that's really good? Just some Psyduck. Psyduck are common and actually willing to fight you, so catching them in theory is not that hard. Hello, peoples. Wait. Ah. No, Postal 2 VR. Oh! Oh, that's a thing. Okay. What? I've never heard of Postal. If I'm even pronouncing that correctly? Okay. Okay, so you're not, okay, so you're not misspelling anything, okay. Okay, so you're not misspelling anything, that's just an actual, like, game. Bonk. Okay, my mistake, my mistake. Whee. Alright. So close to getting all my Silcoons. I think all I have to do after beating up all the Silcoons is, like, evolve them. I have to evolve, like, one more. Which I will do, because that would be, like, just one final evolution. And then I'm going to start doing the evolution stuff off camera, because... Or at least ones that are, like, really long. I'll start doing it off camera, because that gets super tedious. Have I done all... Oh, I've used all Poison Sting for Cascoon already. Okay. And then... So Pokemon I use doesn't really even matter anymore. Good to know. Ooh, hurt myself. Wurmples in my soup? Of course. How else do you make Wurmple soup? Trying to think. There was a tangent I was gonna go on earlier. Can I get in a battle with both? Battle with both? Both is good? No, just the one. Damn, I thought I can get both. Where are you? Fight me. Oh, there you are. Fight me, you coward. Give it more food. People's not talking? Am I not saying anything? Am I crazy? Have I finally gone crazy? That would really suck if my mic just kind of stopped working. Okay, I'm not crazy. Although I do need a new headset at some point. Because the one I have is falling apart. Crazy? You were crazy once? Did they lock you in a room? A rubber room? I'm asking the real questions. As for talking, I can... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I double-checked on stream to make sure I could hear myself. Rats? Yeah, rats. Crazy? I was crazy once. Then they locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Then they locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. Rats? I was crazy once. Wait. I forgot to say the rats made me crazy. Oh my god. Meat man, I am a creature of the night. I am a stupid furry. Oh god. There we go. Cool. Cut one. Ooh, wood. I want wood. Use wood to make dolls. Dolls sell. Call me Mattel because I'm making money off of dolls. You're just crazy. Good to know. Oh god, I love doing these streams already. What? No. You get captured. You get captured. You get captured. They were all turned away from me somehow. Perfect. Catching more Baneri. I have to catch so many Baneri. This will be a nightmare. This will be a nightmare on so many fronts. Oh god. But it's a relaxing nightmare, if that makes any sense. I know the task that is ahead of me. I know the task I have set forth for myself. And yet I know that I have as much time as it will take to do the task. And that I'll have as much time as I give myself to do the task, and thus the task itself will never truly be difficult. It may be time consuming, but only is consuming as much time as I give it. And there's like no Pokemon around me. What the hell is this? Well, in that case, I'm just going to do that. I want to see my Pokemon. All pastures. I'm just gonna grab a Silcoon. And then it's ready to evolve. So we're just gonna do this real quick. Do you have many labors to do that the god demands of? Not many labors, just one really big labor. And that's to fulfill the Pokedex. Which in itself is made of a vast amount of smaller labors that all add together. But at the end of the day, it is truly just one big labor. Do you have the will to follow? Yes. Yes, I have the will to follow. I'm already doing so much of it already. So I need to defeat 3 more Silcoon. Beautifly's already done, and then I can start working on Cascoon and Duskcoon. Or Cascoon and Dustox words. Which, I think Cascoon and Dustox are going to start giving me my first taste of, like, night-only Pokemon. And how I'm going to have to deal with that. As I take sips from my Gatorade. My Gatorades. When life gives you gators, make Gatorade. That's all I can say. I'm starting to think Wurmple is from the devil himself. When I mean the devil, I do not mean Giratina. Actually, I don't know who I'm referring to. I make a bit and then I can't figure out how to like follow it up. If you're what? As like a joke Pokemon, what would I use to replace Giratina as like the devil? I guess as of... Do you mean Lucy? Do you mean Lucy? It's like the government. Oh, I'm slowly losing myself. Is that oh, that's a Pichu. I mean, it's a good thing I'm finding Pichus. Because I imagine they're going to be a decently rare spawn. And that makes the other rare spawn of Pikachu less, you know, of a hassle to catch at least. Something sent by the devil, but not Giratina. Ah, no. Perfect. Alright. Alright, the devil is in fact not Giratina, but instead, it's Caterpie. I have no rhyme or reason, I have no explanation, it is Caterpie. It is now Caterpie. Caterpie is now going to be canonically the devil. Which now means that, canonically, Caterpie has gone down to Georgia. Caterpie's gone down to Georgia. I see them! How many more do I need? I need 3, so this is 2 of the 3 boys I still need. To get a nice healthy cycle. So is Mewtwo Jesus? Would Mewtwo be Jesus? That directly lore-wise, no, but now in my made-up lore, sure, yes. Mewtwo shall now be Jesus. We got Caterpie as the devil. We got Mewtwo as Jesus. Mew is yes, you're right. So, okay. So, Mew is the first coming. Mewtwo is the second coming, obviously. The only reason I'm trying to catch this Wurmple is that it's an alpha, and I think alpha Wurmples are funny. Mewtwo is the second coming. Mew is the first coming. Mewtwo shall be the second coming. Oh god, what have I done? What whack lore have I created? As I keep fidgeting with my chair. breed is key. Well. Nope, nothing up here. I keep forgetting there's a run button in this game. Because it's kind of awkward to do. And then it's just like, you get stamina so early. What Pokemon would be Muhammad? See, my mind wants to say thematically you go with something like Mimikyu. But at the same time, like, no. It would be something else. Who would be a good replacement for Muhammad? Who would be the great Muhammad Pokemon? It's a good question. Because I kind of want to say Mimikyu. Because Mimikyu just kind of works really well. But then it's just like, that's also why I don't want to use Mimikyu. Because like, Mimikyu makes too much sense and isn't just a random, like, just, here's a thought, let's just run with it kind of Pokemon to work with. Ammonite. Ammonite would be perfect. No. My little kitty, my baby boy, how did you get outside? Who let you out? Who let you out? Who let you out? Who let you out? I didn't let you out. Who let you out? I didn't let you out. Critter, you're gonna listen to Mama. You're gonna listen to Mama. Tell me, who let you out? Well, that's all of Silcoon, and that's all of Beautifly. So you know what? That is a stream well done. I just let you in! And you want back out already? What? Make up your mind! Yes, come down. Come down, kitty. Come down. Yes, jump. There we go. Okay. No, he's now... Okay, he's made up his mind. He's coming in. He's gonna lay down. Caught 24 Pokemon. Can I report my findings? Yes. A lot of Beneries. That's almost 10k. Cool. So we got Beniri. I have to catch 20 Beniri without being spotted. That'd be a pain. Psyduck, just heavy specimens, so just catch them. Okay. See a confusion, give it food. Combi, caught, defeated, rock type. See it use gust, leap out of trees. I have to get 40 out of trees. Numbers you evolve. Investigated the different flavors of Combi honey. What? Beautifly and Silcoon are maxed out. Cascoon is pretty up there now. We got Pichu. It was a catch. Small specimens. Okay. Caught without being spotted. Caught while they're asleep, so they have to be able to spawn somewhere and sleep. Food, daylight, and I have to evolve 3 of them. Then Wormadam. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. That's 700 points. 7,040 away. What do you like to do now? Now let's return to that village. Well, that's gonna be everything for now. It's a little past midnight for me. And got 2 more Pokedexes, Pokedex entries completely filled out. Gotta do some off-camera grinding because now I'm reduced to merely 8 Ultra Balls. Like 2 or 3 streams ago, I had 122. I'm down to 6. So, yeah. So with all that, I'm gonna call it a night.